Hey, babies. What's up, my darling MVPs, and how you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with Mimiciously Mimi, where you get the gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hearts. Of course, you know there is no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do well. You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat, long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see the heart. So guys, it's another day for another set of diary session. Of course, Big Brother would not stop until he finished calling the housemates in their pairs. And from Tuesday, from yesterday, which was Tuesday, right, we started discussing about the diary sessions of other housemates where they actually poured out their hearts. So right here, we're going to be discussing the Bodyweight twins, the ACs, and then the Shatoria. Okay, in no particular order, I'm gonna start with the Bodyweight twins. So for the Bodyweight twins, they got into the diary room, and then as usual, Biggie asked how they are doing. For Ozzy said he is fine. For OC said he is not that fine. He's still trying to get over Monday. When OC said that he's trying to get over what happened on Monday, I was trying to think what happened on Monday though. But Biggie asked Ozzy, why are you fine? And OC, what happened on Monday? For Ozzy, he said he is fine because after all the nomination process, it happened that they are not up. That is a good feeling, you know, to actually be free. And then for OC, he said the reason why he's actually kind of still down for what happened on Monday is because of the nomination that happened, that he is still yet to get used to the nomination process. So that's why he's still a bit shaky about it. And then Big Brother asked them whom they nominated and why. For OC said he nominated the Zinwe, and the reason behind nominating Zinwe is because Zinwe, they are least connected to the Zinwe, but he is close to Zion. But Chinwe, you know, it's actually the person that is actually creating the gap between the closeness. But last week she started coming off well with them, but in everything they are the least, closest. And then for Ozzy said he did mention the better pair, and for Ozzy the reason why he mentioned the better pair was because that him and his twin OC has forgiven TJ for what he said about the tribalistic thingy. But they know that TJ has a good heart and whatnot, that he cannot mean that in a bad way, that they've forgiven him. But he actually did nominated the better pair because of TJ, that they are very good friends with Ben. The reason behind it is because people might have as well come off a different way from people. You know, people might actually label them to be the tribalistic, just like he actually put it out there, that people might take that word, though he does not mean it that way, for another thing. So because of that, he just said, let me just put these people up because we need to put people up anyways, you know. So according to the both twins, they said it's no hard feelings, but just because they needed to put someone up. And then Big Brother asked them about the head of house, the current head of house, you know, and how these two has also lose it twice from them. The first one was Nelita and the Bodyweight twins, and Nelita won over them. The second one, the same thing, and then Nelita won over them. I mean, for the final rounds of their game. And then they said they are good people, they are good leaders. One thing the housemate have said about the Nelita pair is them how good their leadership is. Despite they failed their wager last week, the housemates had good things to say about them. I'm sure whenever they go outside to watch their videos and how housemates were happy about their regime, they would be so glad. Even if they had known, they wouldn't have even feel that sad the way they felt when they lost their wager. So according to Ozzy, that they are good people, they are kind, they lead by example, and that winning they are twins, and there is no, twins are not spelled without win in it, that they could, Big Brother, because Big Brother asked them that maybe the third time would be a win, and then they were like, possibly yes, but whichever way, if it happened to be the two of them together, whoever wins, then it is okay. And Big Brother asked about the wager, and they started explaining to him. Now let's talk about the lover boys, SuJ and Tofa. Very funny duos. Their diary session has actually got people laughing and talking, because they've actually started referring to their girls as their madam. They said their madam. Meanwhile, according to SuJ, he started narrating to Biggie with what happened with himself and his madam, that is Nelly. So he said this thing started off from the first week. Ruthie was always giving them food. Ruthie has been that woman in the kitchen who would actually fill their belly. And you guys know one thing with men, they love women that fill their belly. They would be whining you, be hyping you. They might even act up like they're liking you because of your feeding them. You can use Groovy during the level up season for an example. So, according to SuJ, right, SuJ said that week, Ruthie is always, feeding the housemates and whatnot. She's always making sure they eat good. Then, and she was always, giving talks to Ruthie, putting us a convo, not like, jokingly. And then Chinwe, who is close to Ruthie, came to him, that is so SuJ, and asked him that, what is going on between you and my babe? Chinwe, being the person, wants to know if SuJ likes Ruthie because of the words he has been throwing to Ruthie. And then SuJ, trying to be a guy man, now, they came into this house with a strategy to play the game, So that first week, everyone is still acting up like they are playing the game. You understand? So he now told Chinwe that even if at all he likes the person is already taken, which is Chinwe. And then Chinwe laughed over it. So he said that was how they laughed over it, and it was not that deep. That it was so surprising to see that they brought that topic back yet again. So that he has spoken to Zion, and Zion understand everything, but he doesn't know why Chinwe is still bringing this up. Maybe that he would have to speak to Chinwe too. And then Big Brother asked him that, okay, if you were the one and the lady threw in this as a joke to you, don't you think you would take it more deep, just like Chinwe just did? He now said that, yes, Biggie, I think so. But at this point, I think in this house, I need to watch my utterance. I need to watch what I say in the house, because people might definitely use it against you. So henceforth, he's going to be careful with what he's saying, because what he seems as a joke, people will take it different. And for Tofa, throw it in and said, and that is actually first week. You understand that it's first week, and then people do not know maybe how SuJ joke or something like that. So it's quite understandable on how Chinwe could take that so serious. But what they are trying to understand is what made her bring it up again, now. You get? And then, so for everything, after the conversation, after discussing everything to Biggie, and then Tofa said that even had to affect himself and his own madam. Because, I told you guys, Anita and Tofa too started off their own. What did they cause problem? We don't know. So for Tofa, he said Anita started being angry over the same issue, saying that, so Tofa, a thing as this one, you're still keeping it. So what makes you any different? You understand? That he tried his best to explain to Anita that he does not know that such conversation did happen. That he does not know about it at all. This was the same thing that happened during that head of house thingy, when they chose the checkers, why SuJ knew about it. Nelly has already told SuJ, but Tofa knows nothing about it. So Tofa is trying to tell Anita, trying to, convince her that he doesn't know about it, but he told Biggie that himself and Anita had settled. So they actually ended it up by still telling Biggie about the dinner they want to have, a dinner date they want to have with their madams, So they are trying to let Big Brother see a reason why they should have this dinner, that when they were planning this dinner date, there was no problem in line. But at this point, they want to use this one to rekindle their relationship, like bring them back, bubbly for SuJ to actually, reclaim his love for Nelly and show her how much he loves him. And then for himself to actually prove to Anita that he is nothing like SuJ. And then Big Brother asked him, are you sure you are nothing as SuJ? And he started laughing. SuJ now say, don't worry, Chebi, you they laugh me now. Your turn is coming. When your own open, they open your cupboard. Wow, I would give you tissue to clean your tears, but I would laugh at you. Those two guys are so sweet and funny. So that was how they ended it. This dinner they're talking about, if there was coin in play this season, I think it would have been possible, but Biggie cannot just stay and give them dinner. Except the cat appears and there is dinner option for all of that. I don't think Biggie would do that. So they go ask Taya. I think this dinner, they should just prepare something in the house and they should enjoy it in the head of house room. For now, I do not see any hope of dinner happening. So that is that about SuJ and Tofa. And let me just read it from the cutest Kimi. Aces are really sweet boys, Sha. Not every time bad boys. It's good to see young men filled with love. Their diary session was very entertaining and funny. Thank you, Tofa and SuJ. So people have been actually admiring these two guys. Now, guys, let's talk about the Shatoria pair. There is something I love about this diary session, and it is how Big Brother try to make Shaun see that he's always having a bigger hand in this pair. I love what Biggie just did here. Let's just talk about the convo. So they spoke about how Victoria started off of how her people left. You understand? That is TJ Flo, the flourish. And then Big Brother asked Victoria, so what stopped you from saving your people? And then he said, because of Shaun has more alliance, he has more allies than her, because that's what Shaun has actually told her. You understand? And then she have that man. Victoria is somebody that would listen to Shaun more, because Shaun first told her that I have more allies than you. You don't need to actually remove my own people, that kind of a thing. Like Big Brother is trying to let Shaun know that, okay, since you said you have more allies than Victoria, don't you think that is and you guys felt like the housemates would actually nominate those people more? Don't you think that is the perfect opportunity to have given Big Brother is asking Victoria that, don't you think that is the perfect opportunity for you to have chosen your own people, And then Victoria was trying to stick over. Or Victoria don't want to come out point blank and say, oh, Shaun would not allow me to make a decision. No ways. Because she wouldn't want to do that. But if it was Shaun would come out with his full chest and say, Victoria did not. You understand? But Victoria is kind of trying to be careful with her words, so as not to put Shaun on a bad place. But Shaun find it very easy to put Victoria on a bad place. That's what I'm trying to say. But Big Brother made sure Shaun gets to know that he has to give the partner a fair hearing, that they are pairs and equal, because Big Brother lets Shaun to know that since you noticed most people would nominate the flourish, why don't you think your own vote wouldn't have count much? What he's trying to also let Shaun know that you said you have more allies than Victoria. Now you said you have 80% and she has 20%. So if one of your 80% leaves, do you think it's gonna affect anything with your allies? Victoria said, oh, maybe they would know and not trust Shaun. And Big Brother said, how would they know? Like, Big Brother was insisting so as to let Shaun see that he was wrong over there. So after everything, they get to understand where Biggie was coming from. Even Victoria gets to understand. And then Shaun understood that Big Brother was really coming for him. And then Victoria even told Shaun, I think Big Brother was saying that, why did you not give me a chance to make my decision? And then Big Brother now said, at this point, Shaun, you just have to, learn to actually told Victoria that Victoria needs to be assertive, own up to your own thing, that she really needs to be assertive, own up to her shit, and accept that she wants this to happen. She needs to loud her voice in that prayer. Big Brother told her that, and then told Shaun that he needs to learn to indulge his partner. I love that part. At least Big Brother have actually thrown one for him. I hope he would hear, because he's always making this thing look like this girl does not really have mouth to say anything, and then after everything, Big Brother asked them who they nominated. For Shaun, Shaun said he nominated the Zinwe pair because they are the people he least connected to. That Zion is his friend, but that he least connected to them, as that, and then the partner nominated Beta, that though Beta is his friend too, that Ben is his friend, but he has to let the partner do his thing because of what Big Brother has said. Big Brother now said that is how a perfect gentleman should do. But for Victoria said she's friends with everybody, and the reason why she nominated the Beta pair is because they are the least closest among her connection. That was what she gave as their reason. The only thing that gladdens my heart with this diary session of the Shatoria is Biggie pointing it out to Shaun that you need to give your partner a fair hearing. Okay, let me read it from Rainy Zion. Victoria will always compromise anything for her pair and will consider Shaun's feeling in this game. She is a bigger one. Victoria thinks Shaun has more allies than her. The lies Shaun has made her to believe. Truly, Shaun has people in his corner than Victoria. That one is obvious. But at the same time, the people Shaun has more on his corner, that is his people, is Wani and Handy. He cannot vouch for anybody else. The only thing is he is just more sociable. if not even not, they're almost like the same things. Even Victoria and Shaun, they are like the same characteristics anyways. You know, thank just that Shaun was fast to actually, start having conversation with people. Thank you, Biggie. Biggie has done enough to always help Shatoria pair to be the best. That was straightforward advice from Biggie to them. Well said, Biggie. And yes, I do love this particular diary session. Anyways, guys, tell me what you think about all of this, as I'm gonna be dropping my voice right here and now to see you guys later. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. Bye for now, babies.